Hey guys, today I'm taking the mainsail down because I need to replace I call it a worm gear, but I think it's called a furling gear.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth, and this is Stephen. Together we are sailing through life on our sailboat Harmony with our dog Bernie. Join our adventures as we explore the East Coast and beyond by subscribing to our channel.
I discovered some little needle bearings, and they go into a bearing inside the drum, and they shouldn't be falling out. So I'm taking the sail down. I've done some research. I can get a brand new one and install it, or I can rebuild it. So that's what I'm trying to do today. This is the gear I'm talking about. What it does is it rolls this line around it as you're pulling out the sail. And then when you roll the sail back in, it comes back in, so it gives you some torque. Now I'm taking this off. This is the rope that winds up the sail, and it's on this spindle, so I'm taking that all off. The next step to this has to come out a little ways in order so I can slide the rope out. The next thing are these screws. There's two on either side, holding this piece in place. Here and then down here. So once I get these screws out, this will be free floating, and then I'll just have to get these Allen screws out, and should suspend, and hopefully I can get it out of this hole. I attach this here so this doesn't fall down and I don't lose my spindle here that wraps the sail around, because I don't know what's going on way up there. So I didn't trust it. So I attached my sail car to this with a little shackle. Take the pressure off. And then I just wiggled this guy off this one here. It didn't fall. I released it slowly. It's not that heavy. And now my next objective is to see if I can get it out of here. Another step of the puzzle is if I remove this, push this pin out to key, pushing it out is actually, I'll be able to push out with a screwdriver right now, then this piece will come off. So here's a little trick, so you don't lose the pin, is I just kind of clamp the vice grip onto the end of the pin. So as I'm popping it out from the other side with the screwdriver, it doesn't go ping and go down in the mast and lost forever. Okay, so I got that pin out. Woohoo, I didn't lose it. And now I'm gonna see if this comes off, which it should, I hope. Yep, it just slid right out of there. That was where the pin went. And now I can remove this and take a look at my bearings. This is the furling screw that I disassembled. It was manufactured by Charleston Spar back in 2001. Currently, the part can be obtained through Spar Craft. I purchased some needle bearings from Spar Craft and chose to rebuild the bearings. Yeah, I'm removing these bearings, these ball bearings, because they're gross. I'm going to clean them and then repack them with grease. There you go, clean everything up. One 100 needle bearings. I don't need that many, aren't there?
There's 100 in there?
Supposedly. I don't know, I didn't count them.
Doesn't look like it.
100.
Looks like there's 40.
Okay. Anyway.
Look how dark it is.
Try. I'm going to do it this way, and I'm just going to smear it on there. because I just want them to stick. All I wanted to do was to stick and stay in there.
I want to count them. I think he gypped us.
Okay. Ta-da.
1.
So these guys were the things that were falling out.
Right, those sticks.
These sticks, yes.
Are you still counting?
I'm not counting.
What?
You think I'm Rain Man? Kinda, yeah. I can't work under these conditions. The boat's rocking.
It's moving.
Yep. Okay, so they're all in.
Just such a pretty color. It's like seafoam green.
Yeah, it is.
Like frosting.
Yeah, basically I'm frosting.
Like a mermaid's tail. What else would it be like?
Exactly. Like grease.
Grease lightning.
Grease lightning!
Wait.
Here, as I'm inserting the spindle back up through the bearing, I'm making sure the needle bearings don't fall out as I slide them in. They're pretty sticky because I greased them, but I'm just being very careful so that doesn't happen.
So I'm going to have a glass of wine while he thinks.
Seems like it's going to collect dirt down. I don't know. Maybe not.
It'll be clean dirt and it'll be really pretty because the color is pretty.
It's going to be black. Put grease on it. Bearing grease. It's a bearing.
Is it monkey grease?
Monkey grease.
Monkey butt grease?
So the next part is to reinsert this into the mast. And I think what I'll do is, since I pulled it out with this top piece off, I'm going to do it the same way and then reassemble it in the mast. After all the bearings were installed, this is me putting the furling unit back into the mast. I had to slide it down into the mast tube and then slide this piece, which secures the furling line so that it doesn't fall off the spindle as it's spinning. And then the last piece here is to put the cap back on it. I take that off to expose the bearing, and then I put the cap back on top. And this needs to click into that piece in the back.
So that the half circuit thing is to fit in that groove.
Yep.
On the top and the bottom.
Yep.
That sounded like it's on there.
The last piece to securing the furling assembly was to put this pressure pin back in. As you can see, I'm doing it with a screwdriver. It was very easy to do. I didn't want to do it with a hammer because I didn't want to break it. Checking the fitting, making sure it spins properly. Now I'm raising up the furler so that it can be secured with the screws. Remember, there was 2 screws on either side of the furler, 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. And now there's no play at all, which I'm happy. There's just a little bit with the bearing, which is good. There should be a little bit. And it spins nice. So I'm hoping that is it. Now we just have to attach this here, and then attach the sail and bring it up.
And do what?
Bring it up. And roll it in. So installed this roller furling. It's good. Put these little bungee things here, this little spongy, so there's a connection between the screw and the top sail. I wound this up so that when I unfurl it, the sail will go in. So that's primed, it's ready to go. As you can see now, the sail furling is completely assembled. these pieces were installed. This was the whole reason I believe the bearings fell out. These spongy things were totally corroded, and there was no pressure on this up in an upward manner. This holds this spindle up, which holds the bearings into this thing. And now it's nice and tight, it's right where it should be, and I should not have any problems with this after this. There you have it. Installed the roller furling, went through all the different steps. The last piece was to rehoist the sail, furl it up, and it furled up nice and smooth. So if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up and a like. Please subscribe if you're interested in getting more of these videos. And I'm out of here.